Hi, this is Angela giving you the news Angie's way. Today I want to talk about the second day of the impeachment hearings. We had Maria Yovanovitch giving her testimony before Congress. Now, my prior video talks about her transcript when it was released to the public. But today she actually came forward and talked about what she learned while she was over there in Ukraine. And let me just tell you how the proceedings started. It started with the Democrats and Republicans, majority leaders, saying what they need to say in their opening statements. And then you had the two attorneys from the Republicans and the Democratic side that also did the interrogating. And then you had just one witness this time, and you had Maria. In her testimony, she was talking about, her family. Actually, not her family. She was talking about her career, her service to the United States. And she pretty much just wanted to know why she was smeared by the president, by his son, by Fox News, and Giuliani. She really didn't know Giuliani. She met the two henchmen, Les Parnas and Igor Furman. She met them, I guess, maybe once or twice, but did not really know these people, so she didn't understand why they had this campaign to move her out the way. We soon find out, hindsight, why they were moving her out the way, because they wanted to get this investigation done illegally against Donald Trump, political opponent for the 2020 election. So now we know why they were moving her out, but she wants to know, why did the president smear her in that process? Because he has every right to remove any appointments that he has. But he does not have the right to smear and to talk about somebody, their character, and who they are. You don't have the right to do that. No one should have the right to do that. And while she was talking and giving her testimony, the president was smearing her again via Twitter. Now, somebody needs to take his Twitter account. Twitter really needs to shut down his account, because he has a problem with women in particular. He likes to smear women. He likes to talk badly about women. I don't know what happened in his life, in his childhood, but it wasn't good, because he really does not really like women, especially women of power. And apparently she was a threat to him. Even after he got, removed her from her post, because he fired her from being the ambassador, but moved her somewhere else. So she's a fellow at a university. But after all that, he still just can't, shut his mouth up. So because of that, in real time, we get to see the president tamper with witness testimony. And therefore, I believe Congress is going to add that as another article of impeachment, which they should, because he intimidated this woman. And then while he was tweeting that, or while after he had tweeted that, Schiff asked her how did she feel about it. She said she felt intimidated. Because we know that there are crazies in this world that will react on what the president says. And he's just a bully. He's really, really just a taunting bully. And he just needs to get over it. He really does. Because it's going to go forward, and he definitely probably will be impeached. So he just needs to get over it. And while he's stonewalling and threatening people by going forward to speak, she was one of the first ones that came forward. She defied what he wanted her to do, what the White House and what the State Department told her not to do. She was subpoenaed. She's a patriot, so she came forward. Now, what about the rest of them? Like Mulvaney? And I can go to list on and on and on. Those who have just refused to testify. What do you got to hide? And if you're testifying on behalf of the president, then it must be a good thing, right? Because you're telling your story vis-a-vis the president. I would think. But the president don't want nobody talking about it. And so he's forbidding anybody from going forward to testify to Congress, because he thinks that is a smear campaign on him. No, you committed an act. And it's their job, their constitutional job, is to investigate. So while she's talking, and she talks about how, in my prior video, talks about her, is Maria Yovanovitch video. And she talks about how she just didn't understand how the Giuliani and his henchmen were coming after her. And she didn't understand why the president nor Mike Pompeo could give her explanation of why they had to remove her. Just told her that she needed to leave right away, and that they felt that she needed to leave because of her security. So this woman worked for the U.S. government 33 years. In her 33 years, she has gone to some real dangerous posts. She's been to Somalia and some other, crime-ridden or war-ridden places. She's been shot at a couple of times. She's been living a life that's not glamorous. And she even mentioned that. She said, you think politicians are just having fancy parties and sipping wine, and that's not so. They're not living like that. And so she just wants us to understand who she was and why she was over there. She was over there to make sure that the U.S. government policy was carried on and helping the Ukrainians with democracy and giving them assistance. Trying to help the Ukrainians become a force in the world, being part of the G7, which would be the G8. And I told you in my other video with Bill Taylor, the reason why, his opinion why he thinks Russia has invaded Crimea and trying to take over Ukraine is because they don't want them to have that platform. And which I can see that happening. So the Democrats pretty much did a good job, and the Representative Schiff held it down. The Republicans, now they're talking about the whistleblower. Why are we talking about the whistleblower now? That's passe. The whistleblower opened the door to the investigation, and we were moving forward. Now we got another person coming forward. The guy staffer that spoke to Bill, and if you watch my other video, it tells you about the staffer that spoke to Bill Taylor about the phone call he overheard with Donald Trump and Solomon. He's been deposed as we speak. So his testimony may come next week sometime. So we passed the whistleblower because they pretty much just opened up that gate. And now it's about in the flood. And so the Republicans, I know they want to keep power, but I really would think that at some point in time, they will get tired and fed up with this president. He is the epitome, in my opinion, of a drama queen. You never know when he's going to tweet. You never know when he's going to tweet, and you never know when he's going to undermine you. That's just a horrible pair of shoes to be wearing. It's just like, a woman trying to wear some heels that turned over. You know how hard it is to wear those shoes that are the heels that are just slightly turned. That's why you get new lifts. You get new, soles to your shoes. Because nobody wants to, you be walking all shapely. Nobody wants to walk like that. And that's how they're walking right now. That's how they're walking. They just like wobbling from here to here, looking crazy. Because he's giving them a task that's not constitutional. He's giving them a task that's not moral. So it's hard for them to follow suit. They're trying. They're trying their best. But they just come out with this cockamamie type stuff. So now they want to talk about the whistleblower. And then they're going to repeat how many times Adam Schiff said about the whistleblower was going to come forth and testify. Yes, that was in the beginning when we need to get down to the nitty gritty because the president was stopping people from coming to testify. He's still stopping people from coming to testify, but they won't talk about that. So in the hearings, they pretty much didn't attack her because they couldn't really attack her because the woman she knows her stuff and she's not partisan. She's a patriot. She was over there doing a job on behalf of the president, so she thought. on behalf of the United States. So she thought. But apparently they need her out the way because they need to do what they need to do to try to get these investigations on Joe Biden and Burisma and on the 2016. So the Republicans, all they pretty much was doing was just talking about Burisma and Hunter Biden. Because, they want Hunter Biden to come forth. But the Democrats don't want Hunter Biden to come forth because it has nothing to do with Hunter Biden. That investigation been done, closed, is over with. But they're trying to redig this up and bring this old issue. And Maria even told them that she had a problem with it because she thought it was a conflict of interest to have Joe Biden's son to sit on his board making all that kind of money. And, he doesn't even know the language. And she just thought that it didn't look right. So they couldn't get her on that one because they were trying to get her on that. But she couldn't get her on that because she's speaking the truth. Yeah, there are some people that actually speak the truth sometimes. So she's speaking the truth, and so they couldn't get her on that. So they just pretty much look aggravated, upset, don't know what turn they're going to have to turn next because they don't know what the president's going to do. And he's just defiant. The president is defiant. And so while she's doing her testimony, he's speaking ill of her. He tweets ill things of her while she's doing her testimony. So that was sad. That was really sad. It's sad for the world to see that, and it's sad for us to have to deal with that. But this is where we are right now. And we have to make our decision of when it comes to 2020, do we want to deal with that another 4 more years? I know I don't. I want to wake up a day where the president is actually doing his job. And when something I need to know about, he tells me about. But I don't want to see a tweet every day, all day long. And he just like a bully behind the tweets. He can't even fire people. He got a tweet that they're fired. Nobody wants to live like that. So that's what I want to talk to you about the interview that she had. And there will be more next week, and I'll come forth as well with that information. But please, please, please watch the hearing so you get an understanding of what's going on, because you really do need to have an understanding of what's going on. And if you have time, watch the hearing. And if not, then, I'll pretty much give you a synopsis of what happened. And if you watch all my other videos, you'll know pretty much what's going on. So make sure you subscribe, like, and please leave a comment. All right, until next time, deuces.
Now roll that blunt up and get hella lit. We so strong you gon' be hella bent. If you don't smoke still I can get you right. I got that JJ, niggas call me Dynamite. Have fun, come and get you some. We be serving in Suburban like we federal. If you don't smoke still I can get you right. Get with these shooting stars, you gon' be out of sight. Out of sight, yeah, we on an early flight. I ain't slept in about 2 days, so my eyes is kinda tight. It was just one of the nights, getting higher than the kite. My bitch was drunker than a fish. You could say we was way lit, but we leveled up a bit. Kicking shit like karate, I stay fresher than the mint. I get paper like a print. I don't do no ultimatums, and I ain't worried about no bitch. I get lit like I'm a city. I take flights while I'm on trips. Smoke expensive, real sedity. I like purple on my lips. If you need it, I will serve you like it's tennis ball in this bitch. Softball without the pitch. Say one turn up, will as you wish. Millie rock without the motions. I just hit them with assists like damn. Now roll that blunt up and get hella lit. We so strong, you gon' be hella bent. If you don't smoke, still I can get you right. I got that JJ, niggas call me Dynamite. Have fun, come and get you some. We be serving in Suburbans like we federal. If you don't smoke, still I can get you right. Get with these shooting stars, you gon' be out of sight. Tell me what you want, I give you out the window. Getting money's a breeze, I make it look simple. We keep hustle on our mental, so if you want that pack, we sling it back like jiu-jitsu. Popping bottles expensive, flexing on niggas like bench lifts. Lil' mama so innocent, make it rain and she into it. See, I be on my stripper shit. No, I don't dance, but you can tip a bitch. Keep the water like grip a bitch. No, I don't dibble, so you can have that shit. See, I ain't on no frontin' shit. I'm pretty sure you don't want that shit.